It is currently 8:53 in the morning. I am getting ready to go to my Orange Theory class. We just got a little workout tank top, some biker shorts, and a zip-up jacket. I don't have a busy day as far as I know so far. I am supposed to have some showings today, but my client has not been very responsive this morning. And so I'm not sure what time or how many houses we'll even be seeing. I have until about 10:30 to do some work, so I'm gonna make some calls to clients that I haven't talked to in a few days and just check in. Today is also gonna be a really big day for me and accepting leads. I'm at that kind of turning point where I've just had a few closings and now I need to kind of step up my game in regards to getting more clients. Hi Marjorie, this is Mackenzie Davis with Douglas Realty. I saw your email last week and I just wanted to give you a call and sort of touch base on where you're at. I know you said you'd be interested in buying versus leasing at this point, which is totally fine, and I can definitely help you with that as well. Judy, this is Mackenzie Davis with Douglas Realty. I just wanted to call and check in, see how things were going. Next thing I have to do before I go to Orange Theory today is post on my real estate Instagram. I have a marketing schedule where I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Mondays are typically inspiration pictures, so pictures of the insides or outsides of houses that I think are aesthetically pleasing. Wednesdays are Wellness Wednesday, where I post a happy quote on a letter board, and I make like a little caption about being positive and like a midweek sanity reset type of thing. And then Fridays I post a little quote or something like that. For example, this past Friday I did this one and it says real estate agents need closure. Today, as it's a Monday, is going to be an inspo pic and people are spending a lot of time outside. This is the picture I'm going to go with. It is like an outdoor patio with a nice swing and a wood ceiling, some cool lights. The only other time I post on Instagram is when I've made a sale or a lease and I just post a congratulatory message to the family or the person, whoever is involved. So I just accepted my first lead of the day, which is great. She had a question about one specific property, so I'm gonna call the listing agent. Hi there, this is Mackenzie Davis with Douglas Realty. I have a client that is super interested in your property. She was curious though if you guys would allow an August 1st move-in date. And now I'm in the car. I'm on my way to Orange Theory right now, but I had to stop at Dunkin' Donuts because this place is my home. I come to Dunkin' Donuts way too much. I'm sitting in the parking lot of Orange Theory and I'm actually still working. We got here early intentionally because sometimes when I sit at home and I know there's something I have to do at a certain time, I get like super restless. So I'll just go to the place where I know I have to be so that I can work until I have to do the thing, if that makes sense. Some weird like psychological thing that I do, but it's fine. We're fine. I accepted a lead on the way here. Like I said, today was going to be a lead accepting day for me. So I talked to the person on the phone, and then once I got here, I sent them a listing search. They've already gotten back to me about which properties they wanted to see, and I set up a showing for today at 3 p.m. It's going to be a virtual showing. So I look disgusting. I just finished Orange Theory. I'm going to go home and shower and get ready. I need to print some client sheets for that showing I have at 3. This time I just have to print a client sheet for myself because my client is actually not going to be there. It's a virtual tour over Zoom. All right, y'all. So I just got home from Orange Theory and took a shower. I have a few things to do before I have to leave for that showing I was telling you guys about earlier. I also added another showing for these people. They wanted to see 2 houses today. Both of those are still virtual tours. So I didn't really have to get dressed up or anything like that. It's just a Lululemon skirt with a Lululemon top. The thing about what you wear to real estate is that people really don't care. As long as you don't look like a slob and you look put together. I think what matters most is like that you're available to help them at like the drop of a hat. So like if someone says like, oh, can you meet me here for a showing today? I'll be like, yeah, and I'm gonna come from the gym, kind of a thing. lunch, I'm just going to print out the client sheets that I need for my 2 showings. Usually I would select both of these options, agent and client, but since my clients are not coming, I'm just gonna click agent and then click print. My client from earlier let me know that he wasn't able to see the houses today. He's a buyer client, but he would love to see them tomorrow. So I'm going to go on to showing time, where you schedule your showings, and put them in my showing cart. This is the best way to do it when you have multiple showings, because then you can hit smart route and it will put them in order from distance. So you're not going from here to here to here to here to here. Instead, you're going in the pattern of distance. Once you add them all to your showing cart, it looks a little bit something like this. So this is the blocking of the time where you can and can't see this property. So it looks like starting at 7, you can pretty much see the property at any time. Then you want to hit smart route down here, which will put them in order from distance. And then you can see it goes 6 minutes away, 6 minutes away, 11 minutes away, 2 minutes away. And then you can also put your home address in there, so it'll route you back home afterwards. But now I'm getting ready to go to those showings, so I'll catch you guys there. So I just got to this property and I was doing a virtual tour. Because I'm alone, I always bring my mace. Sometimes they don't specify which door you're supposed to be using, and that's kind of frustrating because then you have to try every single door, and then like this one, it ends up being the back and you're just confused as to how to even get in the house. Overall, that showing went pretty well. I think they liked it, and I'm going to the next one in just a few minutes. So I just got to the second showing, and this one is again virtual. So we're gonna go on to Zoom and go ahead and open the door. She knows it's gonna take me a few minutes to get in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what I would do. This is more if the person was here than if they weren't. So I just finished my second virtual tour. This place is so cute, and I love the exposed brick wall. This is actually in like an apartment complex. It's like a townhome looking structure with a bunch of different apartments inside of it. And they really like this place, so I'm gonna go ahead and send them the application. So once you get into the apartment or house or whatever building you're doing, you're just gonna walk around and turn on all the lights. I just got a really exciting DM. You guys know how much I preach the ceshop.com. Well, I think, fingers crossed, I'm working on a partnership with them so that I can be affiliated, and when you guys use my link, it would like pay off for me, which would be so cool. The CE Shop is where I took my real estate class, and what I've been recommending to everyone, because it is really great, especially if you're doing other things like school or work, because you can do it self-paced, you can do it as fast or as slow as you want, you don't have an instructor, it's online. So I now have an affiliate link, and if you were thinking about joining the real estate world and want to take the class, totally use my link, because I have wholeheartedly been recommending this company from the get-go without any financial compensation. My day is now technically over as an agent. It's 4:45. I had a late start to my day, so it's not bad, honestly, that I'm just now finishing up. I have 2 clients putting in applications on 2 different properties today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they get those. Other than that, I just have some work to do setting up showings for tomorrow, because my client that's a buyer keeps finding more properties that they want to see, which is totally fine. I just have to incorporate them into our already like made plan. Happy Tuesday. Today it's a super rainy day in Maryland, as you can see. I was supposed to have a super busy day today, and turns out every single house I was going to show today is now pending or under lease. So I have a free day all of a sudden. There's a lot of things I can do in this situation, to keep up with the work that I have to upload a lot of documents into my broker's platform. I need to connect with clients and do things like that. But because everything was canceled, I got to sleep in a little bit, and then I just went and got myself lunch. I went to Mod Pizza and got a salad. Also went to Dunkin' Donuts as per usual. I'm going to Orange Theory at 4:30. So I think I'm just gonna sit down, like lounge around today and do what I can with paperwork. Hey guys, so I didn't record much at all today. It's now like almost 4 p.m. and that's because all I did was a few paperwork type things for my transactions, and then I watched The Bachelor and just laid around really all day. I'm about to go to Orange Theory. I have to have a call at about 4 with a prospective buyer, which is super exciting. I'm not really sure what she's looking for yet. I'm waiting to hear back. I had 2 clients put in applications for rentals yesterday, so hopefully we'll find out this evening if they got the houses or not. I mentioned that I had a lot of paperwork to do, and at least through my broker, whenever you have a transaction that's for sure going to go through, you want to upload all of the documents into your broker's portal. They pretty much walk you through it and prompt you for each document you need, so it's not like you have to remember that. But yeah, so that's what I spent most of my day doing besides watching The Bachelor. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. I don't have a really busy day planned again today. I have to do a lot of planning, a lot of showing, scheduling, because tomorrow I have a super busy day. But today we're gonna start off by going to Dunkin' Donuts and then hitting Orange Theory. Here's the outfit. It's currently 10:34. I woke up at 10 today. I'm going to class at 11:15, and then I'll get back to you. I also have to call some people. I had 2 clients put in applications on Monday night and I haven't heard back yet, so I need to confirm with the listing agent and see how those things are going. I just got home from Orange Theory, which was great today. I always feel like I can like kill my life after I go to one of those classes. When I ordered this picture frame, so this weekend I'm moving into my new apartment at school, so I have to drive to Blacksburg tomorrow afternoon, and I ordered like this picture frame for a poster I got, and it came like completely cracked. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm annoyed. I just hit like the returnless refund button on Amazon. I'm just gonna keep it anyway and get my money back because I don't have time to wait for another one to come, or I don't feel like waiting for another one to come. Regardless, it's broken. But next thing I'm gonna do today, I just have to shower and then I'm gonna do some laundry because like I said, I'm going to Blacksburg for the weekend and my laundry basket is full. So I'm gonna do that and then get started on some work. I have to make some calls and I have to schedule some showings. So I'll catch you guys in a few once I'm ready to do that stuff. Here's a little before of everything that I'm spray painting, and I'll show you guys how it turns out. Here it all is after the first coat. I need to flip it over and do a second coat once this dries, but I'm gonna give it like 10 to 15 and then I'll come back. A call from a client who wanted me to update their portal search. So if you don't know what that is, when you talk with a buyer or someone who's looking to lease, they are going to want to know what properties are available. So you go into the MLS and you create an auto email for them that will send them all the properties that match their criteria. I need to change this guy's because he is looking for a specific area and he wanted to narrow the search down. So that's what I'm doing first. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do. So first of all, you come onto the MLS. I use Bright. I really don't know how it varies depending on what state you're in. Go to clients. On auto email, it'll generate something like this. I don't want to show you guys the people's names just for privacy reasons, but these are all the portals that I have open right now. For clients, we click on criteria, we can see what we already have in here for him. He's looking at Bowie, Landover, Lanham, and Laurel, and then his price range is under $2,000. He wants 2 bedrooms, and what he also wanted to change was more than 1 bathroom. So we're gonna edit that, and then I need to go back to my text messages with him to see what else he wanted to change. All right, so it's now about 1:45. and I am about to spray paint, which is so random. But I'm going to my college apartment tomorrow, and I bought a few things on Prime Day that need to be spray painted. Just small things like these hold up shelves in the wall and they're black. I don't really have any black furniture, so I just thought they'd look better white. And then I bought this picture frame for really cheap, the one that I told you guys broke. It's black and I just thought it would look better white. And then I have this thing I got from Goodwill. It's like a candelabra, and it was like brassy, and I used it for a while like that, but I kind of just would rather it be white because like that's more matching of my aesthetic. So I already did one coat, but the bottom needs to be done, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So right in the middle of me doing that, I got a call asking about my pest inspection for the house that I'm closing on the 15th. I kind of freaked out a little bit because we waived the inspection for this home, but termites are actually required no matter what. And this is also for the VA, and the VA is way stricter on their inspection requirements. So I had to scramble for a second and figure out when I could get that inspection scheduled. These are all things that come with being a new real estate agent. I'll just let you know up front, you don't get told all these things right off the bat, and that's the hard part. You just kind of gotta roll with the punches and keep going. So I'm about to call my inspector and ask him if he could please get out there as soon as possible. With inspections, you want to meet them there so that you can make sure everything goes smoothly, and then after it's over, you're going to send that inspection notice to the listing agent and the lender. Now that my little freak out is over, I hate feeling like I'm dumb or feeling like I'm behind or not on top of things, and because I didn't know about that termite inspection, I'm totally thrown off my game. I have this to remind me, like, you only learn from experience, and it's not my fault that I didn't know that, and it's not late, it's not overdue. It's happening on Tuesday. I'm gonna call the 2 listing agents for the houses that my clients put applications in for. They're both leasing clients, and I want to check in and see if they've made any decisions yet. Hey there, this is Mackenzie Davis with Douglas Realty. I have a client that put in an application for your property on Wichita the other day, and I sent you a text and we were speaking about it, but I just wanted to check in, see if the owner had made any decisions. Okay, sounds good. All right, well, I'll let them know that they're deciding tonight. Thank you so much. Bye. Now I know that they're deciding tonight and looking over applications, which means I'll have an answer for my clients later this evening. That's what I mean when real estate is just continuously happening. It gives you a lot of flexibility in your day where you can do what you want when you want to and plan the things that you have to do around your schedule. But that also means late night phone calls, working on offers into the late hours of the evening, and that's not every day. The store that I'm linking down below is where I'm also ordering new thank you cards from. They actually match my business cards. So if you've seen those, it has the little watercolor front door, except for this time it says thank you. I think it's a really cute shop, and it's also really nice to have matching marketing tools. I'm also ordering this custom wine label. I like to get my buyers a bottle of champagne to include with their present, and so it just says welcome home, their name, and the date that they closed. The last thing I'm buying today are some pens. This is what the design's gonna look like when you preview it. It's just me on there with my contact info, and that's because usually I give them a notebook in their closing basket with my information on it also, and then the pen just to go with it. That's something that's not required at all, but it's just one of those unsaid rules that, you know, you want to get them something and thank them for trusting you as their realtor. It's also a really great way to market. I always throw in a few of the things I was just showing you guys: pens, notebooks, a thank you card with a business card in it. anything to sort of be like, remember me. And then you want to of course have the gift too. The lady I have that makes baskets is so awesome. She picks up my marketing stuff and the champagne, and then she'll incorporate it in the basket that she's creating with like welcome home gifts and a lot of like candles and wax warmers and different things to make their home feel homier. I feel like that's the best way to go, because you don't really know if people drink, you don't really know what people like, but at the very least they have these candles they can burn. And hello everybody, it's Thursday. I'm at a house that I'm showing right now. I have 5 on the schedule today, but we might not end up seeing all 5 because he really likes this one in particular. We're in Baltimore Dundalk area. And yeah, I'll show you guys around this first house before he gets here. It's pretty open space, kind of smells like cigarettes a little bit in here. All right, y'all, I am back home. I was supposed to show 5 houses today, this morning. Started at 8:15, but he loved the first house and wants to put in an offer, which is so great. He was like so excited about it, and it made me like get goosebumps kind of, because he's like, this house came out of nowhere. This is exactly what we want, yada yada. And I was like, all right, like let's go with it then. And so right now I'm about to get ready to do an offer, and I'm pretty sure this is the last like thing I'll have to do for work this week. So now that I'm doing this offer, I'm going to show you guys kind of how the process goes. So the first thing that I do for buyers whenever they decide that they want to move forward with a house is like give them an estimate for closing costs and earnest money. So this house is about $200,000, and earnest money is always going to be about 1 to 3% of your offer price. Earnest money is a check that you give to the sellers that like kind of secures your interest in the house, but it also just goes to your closing costs in the end, so it's not like you're losing out on anything regardless. So yeah, and then I also give them a closing cost estimate, because a lot of people don't know that you owe money at closing, like totally separate from your loan. You're gonna have to pay quite a bit of money. And that's usually like 3 to 4% of the listing or the offer price. So I always just let people know that up front, like, hey, you're gonna have to pay around this much money. This house, it's gonna be around $6,000 to $8,000 in closing costs. Hello everyone. I have been sitting in the same spot for the last 4 hours working with an agent right now who is horrible. This lady is intentionally rude and like uncooperative. When you have a listing, you should upload your documents into the MLS so that when people want to put in an offer on your property, they can click and download and then submit the offer without even having to coordinate with you. This lady, I asked her for the disclosures and forms since they weren't in the MLS. She said there aren't any disclosures. That's all she said. Okay, well, there's still required forms that you need. So I look her up. I'm like, how long has this lady been an agent? Like, she probably doesn't know what she's doing. 6 years. She's closed many deals. And I'm like, oh, so she knows what she's doing. Okay. So basically I started saying like, okay, well, can you tell me about this, and this? Because there's a lot of things like inclusions and exclusions, things that you need to know about the property. Come to find out, this property is listed as is, which means you can get a property inspection, but the owners are not going to fix anything. It wasn't even in the MLS that it was as is, which I just want you guys to understand how frustrating that is, because if my client, he didn't care, but if my client cared, we would have taken our time to go see that property thinking it wasn't as is, and then gotten all the paperwork ready just to find out that it was as is. So finally, she sends me documents and she sends them through picture, not scanned. So I have to crop them and then upload them into my dot loop and then organize them because they're all separate pictures. And so I have to put them into one PDF for each form. That's the day in the life. I've never had someone like this. I'm going to hit Orange Theory. I'm going to the 4:30 class today. I was scheduled for the 12. That just wasn't gonna happen today. I'm gonna end the week in my life here because tomorrow I'm heading to Blacksburg. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it provided a little bit of insight into what a week in my life really is like. I hope that you saw that there's a lot of room for flexibility and that as a realtor, you can kind of make your own schedule. I had a few off days this week. I say off days again in quotations because you're never really off. Anyways, peace out, y'all. I hope to see you in the next video. I'm not sure what it'll be yet. Leave me comments, suggestions, anything you want to see down below. And make sure you check out my description box to find all of the links for all of the products I described in this video. Also, for 35% off the CE shop. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.